All right.
Once we win.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
My sister was talked into a six. Usually these things do not really, they're supposed to fit over glasses, but they don't usually.
Yeah, I got some really good ones at Cessna that really do, so I love them. So we all need hard hats?
Yes. And
Okay.
vests.
And vests, okay.
I want to make sure everybody can see you.
I want to make sure we're good targets.
Go ahead, huh? Okay.
All right. Is it supposed to feel like it's falling off?
Probably needs to be adjusted. We've got a ratchet at the back. Let me see it.
Oh, that's probably too much. Let me see. You can adjust with this little finger in the back if it's too big. And there's safety glasses for people who aren't wearing glasses.
Oh, wow.
You definitely need to adjust yours a little bit.
Yeah, that's sliding a bit high.
Okay. Remembering to do this.
That's it. One size fits all.
Okay. All right.
Carry your purse down inside.
One size fits none, yeah.
Depending on how skinny you are. She's on the phone, go ahead.
One size fits.
Well, I'm glad you all came. This is Keith Shaw. This is the man that knows where all of our recycling goes. So we're excited to see what y'all do here.
Yeah, we don't
where
have
everything
for it, let's
goes.
put it that way.
Okay.
I hear that so many times.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So what is your name really then?
Keith.
It really is Keith.
Careful this time. We're tricky.
I don't know if they're with us.
I don't know if there's anybody with, I think this is all of us, but maybe so.
Or someone with business with waste connections.
Well, that's entirely possible.
Coming to pay a bill.
Bill who? Did you?
Bill.
Oh. Let's see what Michael says.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Got one more.
Good.
All right.
I counted well. One left.
Ah.
So we're supposed to have safety glasses?
Yes.
Yes,
If you
please.
don't have glasses, you
You
need
don't
safety
have the undercut
glasses.
glasses.
Okay.
Will it be dusty?
It'll be dusty. It'll be noisy, and
Well, I thought it was dusty.
All sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah.
hopefully it's not too smelly. Because if we get clean single stream, it doesn't smell. If they got trash mixed in with it,
Yeah.
No,
it tends to have an odor to itself.
So how often does that happen? How do you get your stuff? It comes directly here from haulers, out of people's recycling bins? Is that what we are talking about?
Yeah, from Wichita it's fixed up by the trucks on the side of the road and goes to our transfer station, and then they truck it up to here in a big truck. We also take material from Marion County, Salina, McPherson. We take from Gove out west, all the western states, and we take stuff from Hastings, Nebraska.
Huh.
All
Wow.
comes down here.
Wow. Hey. Come get dressed.
Here you need a hard hat, high visibility vest.
So my first question is, if there's a load that has a lot of water in it, it doesn't even go into the transfer station?
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yep.
And then what?
We just process it like normal.
And y'all just get really wet.
We don't.
The machine gets
The
wet. The
machine
machine
gets
gets
wet.
drenched. Okay.
Mostly, once it's dumped on the floor, the water just flows out and
True.
runs off the concrete. The material doesn't hold the water.
Okay, because I've heard, that if somebody leaves their bin open and it rains and all the material in their particular bin gets water in it, and then it dumps in with the, it dumps into the truck, then that whole load is ruined.
No, it still comes in. We do not reject because it's wet. Actually, we prefer it wet because we get paid by the weight. Wet paper, wet cardboard is a lot heavier than dry. So
That's true.
to us, we're quite happy with it wet.
What about cleanliness of materials?
Way back 20 years ago, like they wanted your milk jugs washed out, no pizza boxes. It doesn't matter now because the doors have been made and upgraded to deal with the dirty material.
Okay.
So they don't care.
So it really doesn't matter at all what
Doesn't matter.
level of cleanliness.
Nope, doesn't matter at all.
Peanut butter
That is
jars?
so important.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
The mills can wash it and handle it.
Yay!
20 years ago they couldn't because they were trying to start.
That was when we all started recycling, was 20 years ago, and
That's
we're
when
still,
everyone had to
I'm
wash
glad.
it out, things like that. Pizza boxes can now be recycled. They can get rid of the grease.
Olive oil
So
bottle.
it doesn't matter if anything has food on it, you can take it.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
know.
We don't want a full jar of food, but you know, leftovers, that's fine.
Not a little
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
So, when
Great.
people throw in styrofoam or things, plastic bags that can't be recycled, what happens?
We have to sort it out here.
So it's all sorted
Yeah.
out, which takes additional time.
by hand, probably, right?
And the reason we don't want bags is, as you'll see when you go to, we have a lot of spinning shafts which does all the sorting up. Anything like a plastic bag or film just gets wrapped around the shaft. Then the guys have got to go in there for 2 or 3 hours and cut all this stuff
How
out.
about shredded paper? Is that still an issue? We were told.
No, we're fine with shredded paper.
In the city.
All right.
Is it just for Waste Connections or other trash?
We've been separating that forever.
Industry-wide, it's the same. Whatever improvements we had, we can deal with, everyone can deal with.
So I'm asking if other trash recycling companies bring their gear here
Yes, they
as
do.
well.
Eagle goes to, especially in Wichita.
All those recycling
Yep.
bins.
Same rules apply to whoever we service, whether it's through third party, fourth party, fifth party, whatever.
But all the different companies in Wichita bring them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only 3 MRFs like this in the state. There's this one, there's one in Topeka, one in Kansas City.
Isn't there one in Junction? Maybe it's at the base.
That's at the Army base. And
That's at the base.
Yeah, that got
Yeah.
shut down because of it being too much like a private enterprise and not a government utility.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
So they're rolling everything from everywhere.
And Miller Recycling, do they bring anything here?
Yes.
They do. They bring their gear here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
They do a lot more sorting there, though.
Yeah.
So everything comes to you pre-sorted.
Yes, like Stafford County, their stuff comes to us here, it's pre-sorted.
Yeah.
All we'll do is bale it up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Do we need a picture?
If you'd like.
Yes. The only thing we can't take is hard plastic like baby seats and things like that.
Yeah.
Because they have to be ground up and we don't have a grinder. But as for household plastic, yeah.
How about like feed sacks? There's different kinds of feed sacks, and we've been told that some feed sacks
Yeah.
are not recyclable.
That's an iffy. It's not that it's not recyclable, it's just our equipment can't handle it.
Yeah. Okay.
The more,
Sorry, go ahead.
the more modern MRFs can recycle everything down to the size of your fingernail. We're building 2 of them now. They recycle 99.9% of whatever goes into it.
Really? And when do you expect those to be operational?
We're building them now. There's one in Denver and one in Detroit.
Okay.
How small a thing can you handle? Like,
Bottle caps and stuff.
bottle caps and
We can handle down to about that size.
pieces of paper?
Pieces of paper, it's a bit hit and miss because there's a lot of turbulence and the screen sizes, but yeah,
What about metals, like screws and nuts?
yeah, that's fine. We have magnets that pull all that out the screen. So.
Anything iron will be picked up with a magnet.
Yep, anything aluminum will be picked off too.
How about disposable batteries? Do those go in Sedgwick County?
No, we don't want them.
Yeah. So,
The fact is they're burning down most of the MRFs in the country.
So
Oh.
they go in the trash then?
They go in the trash or if you've got a store which specialises in disposing batteries, yes.
Okay.
so are you working with the Coke and Pepsi people who now say to put your bottle caps back on and you send them to them?
Bottle caps.
Have you not seen that commercial? They're not running it so much as they did at first, but it says, "We want your bottles back."
That's because they get the product for nothing.
Yeah, but how do they get them back is what I'd like to know. Well, and even if it's recycled, from what I'm seeing, nobody uses recycled bottles,
Yes, they do.
recycled nurdles to make new bottles.
The way it goes is like this. Milk jugs, which are natural plastic, can recycle that into any plastic you like. The coloured plastic are going to go down to the next grade. When you get down to the black and the green plastics, that's the end of its life, because it can only be a black or a green plastic. And the hierarchy is natural coloured, which is your laundry detergents, and PET. PET can be made into bottles and that. Most of the time it gets made into synthetic wood products, clothing, shoes, like that.
Do you have a handout of what gets recycled and what doesn't?
We used to, but we don't at this stage.
We need to make one.
There's one on the top of your recycling bin, but it's not very complete.
Right.
It's been there for a long time before things have changed. Yeah.
What plastics you referred to that you can't do anything with that need to be ground up?
Yep.
Is there an idea that that's going to happen in the future?
I don't think it's
It's like everything.
Sounds like it
For
doesn't
the
matter.
quantities we get, it's not cost
Leave the lids on or
efficient to put in
not.
$1 million machine.
just don't drink them.
It's like we had.
I heard that it could explode the bottle and kill somebody.
2,500
Yeah.
3,000 tons a month. If we were taking through 8 to 9,000 tons a month, we'd have the most volume work we can get.
What
It's like
used to
everything.
be.
If you're going to invest $50 million,
Right.
you're going to want a return for your money.
So,
Yes, it is.
pop bottle, which I don't use, leave the lid on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Things have definitely changed. Because I remember being told, don't do that, because when it gets crushed, that pop bottle lid would go and kill somebody.
No.
No.
Same with the milk jugs, all that. Just let there's a cap on it. Leave
Doesn't
it there.
matter.
If you got a
Okay.
glass bottle with a cap on it, just leave it on. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
They had to be dry, so I was
No, it
not
doesn't
putting my
matter.
Yeah.
on because I thought then they're never going to dry
We
out.
want it wet.
Yeah. It says on the thing on my polycart that it should be dry.
Yes, it does.
Old news.
Maybe. Old news.
Yeah, right. Well, that's been years ago when I got that cart. Yeah.
If I start a list of everything you've said, that's impossible. Can I send it to you?
But we've
Yeah.
got it all on
And it's-
video. We've got it on right.
Yeah, it's on video. You can watch it again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
could review it later, that's easy.
that's right.
Wait till she sees my feet.
Oh my
No,
God.
man, trust me.
You got to talk to his agent.
Call my wife.
Okay,
Shall we do the grand tour?
let's do. Y'all go ahead. I'm gonna get the crowd. See the crowd. See everybody's backsides. That's right. Gratitude blinded. There's some safety glasses for you. I've been in this building before. I remember this.
This is where all the material comes from. It comes from the transfer stations, your curbside pickup. This is where it starts its journey through this plant. Renery's put it into these feet, which will lift it upstairs, and it will start going through all the processes to get it sorted.
So what about like the plastic bag that's attached there?
We got to deal with it later on.
Okay,
That's it. Humans are lazy. That's what we are.
we know.
You know, January we had 3 skunks that come through the plant. We had to vacate the building for 2 or 3 hours. You know,
Partially sorted.
that stuff comes from haze. They take out all the paper and cardboard, sell that, and give us the slip.
So I know that Pro Kansas used to send their cardboard to Weyerhaeuser, which is called something else now. What do you do with cardboard?
We sell it, it goes to Muskogee in Oklahoma.
Oh.
To Georgia Pacific.
Oh.
Sunoco, the paper mill in town, shut down, so the whole state's in an uproar of what to do with their material. But they cut us off 18 months ago, so we have avenues to get rid of theirs.
So just bale it and ship it?
You'll see it at the end of the tour, but yeah, we just bale it and truck it out of it.
Wow.
Now, you can't take like cartons, like milk cartons and soup cartons.
Yes, we can take them.
The ones that have, they're like coated in plastic? The paper cartons that are coated in plastic?
Yes, there is a market for them too. They make it back into tissue paper.
No way. Oh my God.
They take the lining off from the fiber.
Right. Yeah, that sounds like quite a
That's where most
process.
tissue paper comes from.
What are we talking about? Did you say that like the corn plastic cover?
You know the real cartons, the cardboard ones with the wax coat?
I've been throwing them in the trash.
I know, me
They're
too.
recyclable,
Well, you know what?
and they use them mainly to make tissue paper.
They've got a place to look.
That's probably where they're taking them. In that. There's the dust. Okay. X-ray stuffing. Trash. There's the trash.
Breaking all the glass bottles up to a 2-inch nominal size. That's going up into this bin here, and we'll take it out the back and process it further to John Sample. When we go up on top, we'll come to a right angle in the catwalk, so you guys won't hear me. But there'll be a screen there. There's a series of 3 screens. They're separating 2D material from 3D material. Paper and cardboard to go up the screen, bottles and cans will go down the bottom. A bit noisy there to tell everyone, so.
It looks like there's not a lot, it doesn't take a lot of manpower to do this. How many people, I mean, I know that you used to have a lot of people that you had to do before you got the MRF.
Waste Connections is committed to recycling. We just spent close to $3.5 million in 7 robots. We got rid of 16 humans because the robots are more efficient.
Right.
And more cycling out.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 people actually running the whole plant.
Wow. What the tracks are.
Anymore, if they won't take it back.
No, I don't think they still take plastic bags. I think they don't.
Extra. Anything outside of one.
It sounds like they can take almost anything except for hard plastic.
What I'm saying is we're limited to 1 part.
Oh, yeah.
Can't put anything outside the part.
Not for recycling. Yeah. Okay, now we're getting into the messy guts of it. A little bit messy out here. Ah. Yeah. All the plastic bags are tangled up in here. There we go. There were some Pop Tart wrappers. I bet they're not supposed to be here. Apparently it shuts itself down when there's something wrong and then it powers back up again.
There's an awful lot of plastic bags.
Well, do you look at that? Look at that. Wow. Oh. That's what's that. Holy crap. Ew. We got a lot of debris. There's two of the people that are working here up there. I'm afraid my hat's gonna fall off. That is so cool. I love the blower. Yikes! Oh. It just pulled a plastic bag off, didn't it?
Right about 3's gonna hose off.
What are they pulling off?
I don't know.
What are they pulling off over here? I know, I saw it. What's it blowing off over here or pulling off over here?
It sucks things up and blows it into the chute. What it's doing is it's picking the contamination out of the paper.
Oh. Yeah, I saw what looked like a plastic bag it picked up and threw down. Yeah. Nope.
Just the shape of the fiber. Silverware.
Oh. It's pulling out contaminants. It's not always catching them though.
This machine in this day and age.
Plastic bags, aluminum cans.
Put plastic bags in.
No.
And look at how many there are.
Did you see the little rollers? They were covered in plastic bags. That's my warning to everybody. Never put a plastic bag in these things. I know. Get it. Oh, you missed it. Wow. That is really fun. can't update Chrome. Oh, this is all automatic. But it's all automatic. Except it's not. It doesn't seem to aim very good over here. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's broken. It looks like it's busted, yeah. Okay, they're leaving us. That's the back of the blower. Look at this. Look at those plastic bags. God, everything's plastic bags. People don't read directions, do they? The metal we're standing on is bending pretty good. Look at all those plastic bags. Oh my God. All the little bitty stuff. Yeah. Aww. There's a little rubber ball in there. Look at all the bags. This came out of the blowers, maybe? Those pickers that were pulling all that stuff off? I don't know. Wow. We have a staff person. We have 2 staff people. We found them. Taking out tin cans. Let's see if I can see what they're pulling out here. Busting stuff up.
That is the giant version of all air screens, so that demonstrates more of what it does. The cardboard goes across the top and then smaller than those. This falls through the bottom and goes through the rest of the plant.
So where all that black rubber surface, that all recycled tire?
That's just not tire, it's just other stuff which comes through the screen.
Oh, no, I meant the circles that are actually
Yeah.
not recycled tire or rubber?
It's special rubber, it's designed to take a lot of hard wear. I mean, you're struggling to cut it with a saw, but it's got to be flexible and stuff like that. Western Australia. I'm a mail order husband. My wife's from San Jose, California.
So, did this job
No. No, I was... She did, yeah. I always wanted a California blonde for a wife, just because of the song, you know, California girls, blah, blah, blah. Ah, well, 22 years ago, we did it. Site manager.
I've been recycling for 40 years.
That's the idea of it, is education. That is the biggest problem we have. Educate the people.
Are you ever going to be able
can be recycled now, we can't do it.
Yeah, well, that's what I meant, not over here, but somewhere in Kansas.
You don't produce enough tonnage to warrant the investment.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about $10–15 million. You're not going to put that investment in for something which might hit you 2,000 or 3,000 a year.
My in-laws live at a retirement center, and every meal is styrofoam.
Right.
And I have to go over these spots. So we can take styrofoam and recycle. Every time I take a bag to the trash can, I look through the recycle and pour it all out. Because I know it can't be recycled.
Right.
But they do make recycled cardboard trays and that to replace the styrofoam sheets, which are recyclable.
Yeah, everything is cost for them.
It's
so,
the same with us.
I mean, when you pay $6,000 a month rent, you'd think that you could afford to do those things, but
Yeah, I know.
It's a huge amount of styrofoam that goes through.
it is. I know. My mom is there too. I know. Unbelievable.
Some of the retirement centers, every
Yeah.
meal 3 times a day is a huge
I'll let you know when to shut down.
And lots of plastic silverware.
Yes. Everything.
Yeah,
I don't know what the heck's
I know.
All right, run it.
So other plastic containers from food can be sorted and recycled, but styrofoam.
No. There's only 1 or 2 places in America which can actually reuse the styrofoam. We're just so far away from them. It costs more to ship it there than what it would to actually what you get back.
Yeah.
Now the stuff that tends to have a number on them that has to be recycled.
We take 1 through 7.
1 through 7. Okay,
Yep.
I get a lot of things with it. But then you don't separate 5s out here, do you?
We separate 5s too.
Maybe separate those out?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So you could take PVC?
Yeah.
Wow. PVC. They can take 1 through 7, which includes PVC. Wow. But you don't want like building material.
No, we don't want building.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We're just talking about household material, not construction.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're back the way we came.
Making a U-turn. It just seems totally random what they're pulling off of there. I can't even imagine what it is. Oh, and they're tossing it to the floor. That sucker's moving fast now. I'm not getting you a very good picture. Sorry. Ow! That floor is bubbly there. There's a huge plastic bag. Some of this stuff could be coming from your house. And it is a little dusty here. Woo! Sorry.
They do, and some just like to stay where they are.
That looks like icicles from a Christmas tree or an audio tape that's wrapped around up there, flying around. We'll come back around here again, I believe. There's where some of their bells are. I think we found the pop can stash. Whoa.
Show the green square that's going to try and pick it. There's a camera in this hood here. It will look at an object 6 times before it decides to pick it. Wow. This algorithm now into all the robots and everything of the future because it's eye-hand coordination like us. And these are AI that teach each other how to pick quicker. The humans get 20-25 picks a minute. Stupid thing. This was the first Murph in the world to do what they call primary picking the robot. The first Murph in the world to be completely robot picked.
Cool. Except we did see 2 guys down there that were doing
strong enough to do that. They should be there next year.
Oh my God. Is there enough stuff that's recycled to pay back the cost of this? What is this Murph? How much does this thing cost? Millions of dollars. Wow. I'm guessing there's a lot of money in recycled items.
Yeah. We're governed by market value. When the price is trash, we don't make money. 2 years we run at a loss. But we had to keep doing it because there was a service to the public and we had contracts.
Right.
When prices are up high, this thing just spits out money.
Yeah.
Is there a trend where you see more people are recycling?
The trend is, no, we do certain things. Like through winter we'll get more tin than aluminum. Through summer we'll get more aluminum than tin. Through summer we get more PET as opposed to milk. It cycles through the seasons. It's quite weird once you look at it. You can tell when people have got their tax returns because we'll get flooded with those smiley box faces from Amazon. You know? Or there'd be a heap of TV boxes because everyone's gone out and bought the 82-inch TV. You can tell when their tax return comes. You can tell when everyone's out of money. And you can tell when Christmas shopping's going again because the same stuff comes back through.
Yeah.
Stays pretty steady, and it does that, but it's still a constant thing. It's about the same, it just spikes. The worst thing for Wichita is The national average for recycling is 32%. Wichita is 2.8.
Yeah. 32% national average for recycling, 3.2% in Wichita.
Oh,
2.8%.
2.8. 2.8. Yeah.
We know that by what comes in our transfer station and what trash goes out.
Yeah.
2.8%. We get up to 60 tons a day from Wichita. Well, 1,400, 1,500 tons of trash in the landfill.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're just stupid.
Well, it's laziness. It's the fact that we don't mandate recycling, that we don't give full options to recycle, and that we make recycling expensive. It is expensive to recycle in Wichita.
And that's because if we got double the volume, we could drop all those expenses down.
Okay.
It's just like you working. If you work overtime, you get a bigger pay packet.
Yeah.
If we work more hours and have more tonnage, we get a bigger pay packet. We don't need to get a subsidy to use the pay.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so how much more capacity does this plant have?
We can triple what we're taking now.
Oh. So you could take all of Wichita if everybody recycled.
We can run 2 more shifts, and we can run up to 4,500 tons a month per shift.
Yeah.
We don't talk to them about that.
I didn't hear your question.
I said, why aren't they running things on TV, commercials on TV to try to get people to sign up for this?
Because they see it as a responsibility of the city, not theirs. That's why.
There's no big commercial value with it. Because we're governed by market value, we don't want to pull up all this extra tonnage, and then what do we do with it? Whereas if it's mandated by the city, they're saying it's a different animal. It's contracted.
Right. But Wichita will not do that.
No.
They refuse. So that's a big part of what the problem is for Wichita.
Yeah.
But if the city was able to at least run some commercials or something, but we're talking a lot of money to do that, that could increase our recycling as well. But I'm certain they will not do that.
It's like Newton used to be mandated, and then the market squashed and everything like that. Recycling trash down. So what they said to the ratepayers is, if you go to the private contractor and get recycling, we'll give you a subsidy to pay for it. That's how they kept theirs.
Yeah. Well, you know that we're trying to work with the haulers to get some things changed, but I think we have to change our city manager first.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll say no word on that. It all starts at the top.
Well, and he's not on our page, so he's not going to see this, but he's at retirement age.
Yeah, he don't want to do anything hard.
He doesn't want to do anything, and he doesn't want to offend any haulers.
No.
That's what he said out loud. So, yeah, he's not going to do anything.
Private enterprise.
Yeah. Well, we need to have somebody with some guts.
Yep.
And we got to change. We got to change. We can't keep doing like this. This one seems to have a name. Elena. She's not Robot C, she's Elena.
people know better than to put those in there, probably. Because people use those for ashtrays.
I have seen it.
When I was a kid, we used to collect them on the cans, go down to the corner store and sell them.
Right.
We always just put a little bit of dirt in them.
Yep. It's moving so fast I can't tell what's causing all that noise. Did you hear him say that this thing is pulling off the aluminum cans? It's a magnet. Let's not get them all, obviously, but that's why that was so noisy. That's pretty cool. I don't know what's so interesting. These are a little steep. You never know. Gotta stay up here so I can hear. That's not nearly as loud down here.
So, are you saying that Wichita Recycling at 8%, that would be your capacity?
Yeah.
Okay.
8? Like 8.0?
8% would double, almost triple what we can do.
Wow.
You said triple, and they're doing 2.8%.
We could do it. We could do it. We could do it. We could do it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
If you combine recyclables and trash into one thing, 2.8% is getting recycled, and the rest of it's just going in the landfill.
Yeah. Rather
When the rest of the country
97%.
can achieve 32%. And then
Crazy.
we'll run in 100% efficient. But it's all mandated upstate.
Uh-huh.
Do you have any idea why it is so poor here?
There's no incentive to do it.
Right.
Other
It's
places?
just the people who are passionate about it do it. The average person, they don't want to do it, they just put it in the trash.
In other parts of the country, what incentivizes them?
It's mandated by the government.
Right. Right. We tried to do that, but it was a no-go.
No.
Wouldn't do
People are
it.
lazy, as I said before. But if you're going to mandate them to do it, they haven't got enough. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't think much of recycling before I came here, and now I think it's probably the most important thing humanity's got.
Yeah.
Because you can see where it's going to all end up.
That's right.
Why keep cutting down trees, drilling for oil, digging holes in the ground, just to bury it in a mound.
That's right.
Next probably 50 years we'll be digging the mounds up, getting all the stuff out of it, you know?
We are going to have to mine our landfills someday.
How do you separate metals out?
In the cage is an electromagnet, which is sucking the metal up and throwing it in the bin. On the end is an eddy current machine. Aluminum's not magnetic, correct?
Okay. Yeah.
Two self-opposing poles running at high speed. It's now affected by magnetism. It's actually magnetism throwing the aluminum off.
Okay.
It creates what's called an eddy current.
Reinforced eddy current. Okay.
Yeah. Go this way.
Okay. This machine starts automatically. I guess we better be careful.
This is what we do it for.
Uh-huh.
We've got PET down by the Bobcat, we've got natural, we've got coloured, we've got thin, we've got aluminum. That's probably 99%. Aluminum will be 100% pure. Tin cans, they're not so worried about it. If there's organics in it, like paper and that, it's less fuel they've got to put in the furnace. That's their attitude.
Okay.
It's cheap fuel.
Yeah.
Textiles we can't recycle.
So they,
Yeah.
That textiles go to the landfill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wood. What other things?
Them's a lot of aluminum cans.
Well, that's the most valuable thing.
It is. Well, that and cardboard. Cardboard is also high value. Plus, the PET is not so much high value, I don't think. We'd have to ask, but there's 99% of what's out here is that. That's the pop. That's the pop bottles. Pop in water. Yeah. Well, wouldn't that be nice? I don't use them.
What did he say about the percent of recyclables that come from Wichita that are actually
Percentage of what's recycled in Wichita is 2.8% of our trash is recycled.
And 98%.
And the average is 32% is recycled from trash. Wichita sucks. Wichita sucks. And I'm guessing all of Sedgwick County sucks. It's probably not just Wichita.
But it's unrecyclable, and machines not sophisticated. Every 3 months we go through 12 tons. I've been sitting on miles and my wife's next door. You go to
Have you had any fires?
What episode?
Have you had a fire out here?
Right now. Don't wash your mouth down with soap.
Well, I mean, with all this equipment.
It's a customer.
No.
Hutch.
No? Okay.
I gotta touch some
Okay.
wood.
Okay. Yeah, there's not much wood out here. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. That's
But we
good.
have a fire monitoring system, which is that big red box in the car park, and that has remote cannons. It runs on an infrared camera. It'll look into the pile of trash. If it sees a fire in there, it will extinguish it, put the fire out.
Okay.
Before you can see fire or smoke.
Yeah.
What the military uses for their park missiles and things like that.
Wow.
How much energy does this facility consume during its normal operations? How many kilowatt hours a month or a day or?
I couldn't tell you that, but I can tell you, you get paid a bill of $12,000 a month.
12,000 to
Whatever it is, per month.
Wow.
You just use electricity. You're not using.
Natural gas or anything. Yeah.
We used to have heaters in the area for natural gas in the winter. It's just too expensive. Now we actually burn recycled oil. From their workshops where they service their trucks and that, they collect their oil through winter.
Yeah.
We'll burn that oil. That's what the heaters up there. The aluminum cans go down to Kentucky, Budweiser. If you drink Budweiser cans, you've probably got some of our stuff in it. Tin cans go to Gary, Indiana. That gets made back into a railway line the trains run on. Tin cans is very high grade steel.
Okay.
What happens to glass?
Glass, we got another plant out the back. That goes to John's Manville and McPherson. That comes back as insulation.
All colors, clear,
Anything. And the reason they want it is it takes 40% of the energy to liquefy glass as opposed to generate virgin glass.
So what about all of the other groups?
Plastics just go to mills in the country. Whatever pays the best price or has a demand for the plastics gets the plastics.
Okay.
Most of it goes down to Mohawk in Georgia. You probably see Mohawk carpets and things like that. That's what the PET is being used for.
So be careful what carpet you're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, plastic carpet. Ugh. What about paper
fake
products?
wood, things like that. What's that?
Paper products, cardboard especially, I know that's high dollar.
But paper goes to Muskogee in Oklahoma.
Okay.
To GP's paper mill. The OCC goes to Lawton, in Oklahoma.
The what?
Morton.
The OCC?
Yes, cardboard. It's called OCC.
Oh.
Corrugated cardboard.
Okay. Okay.